Have you ever felt completely stuck, like you're facing a problem so big, so insurmountable, that there's just no way forward? We've all been there. It feels like staring at a giant, unmovable wall. But what if I told you that sometimes the biggest walls are just a matter of perspective? Today, I want to share a simple yet profound story that completely changed how I look at my problems. It's called A Piece of Glass, and I promise, by the end of this, you might just see your own walls a little differently. Imagine a young boy. Let's call him Alex. Alex was having a terrible day. Everything that could go wrong did. He failed a test he'd studied hard for, he argued with his best friend, and to top it all off, he missed the game-winning shot in his basketball practice. He trudged home, his head hanging low, feeling like the world was against him. His grandfather, a wise and gentle man, saw the storm cloud hanging over Alex and called him over to sit on the porch. "What's troubling you, my boy?" his grandfather asked, his voice calm and reassuring. Alex sighed, a long, heavy sigh that seemed to carry the weight of his entire day. "Everything, Grandpa," he mumbled. "Everything is just awful. I feel like I'm surrounded by problems I can't solve. It's like I'm trapped." His grandfather listened patiently, nodding his head. He didn't offer any quick fixes or empty platitudes. Instead, he reached into his pocket and pulled out a small, ordinary piece of glass. It was about the size of his palm, slightly thick, and a bit cloudy from years of being carried around. He handed the glass to Alex. "Hold this up to your eye," he said. Alex, confused but curious, did as he was told. He pressed the piece of glass right up against his eye, squinting. "What do you see?" his grandfather asked. Alex's voice was muffled. "Nothing, really. Just a big, blurry, grey smudge. It's blocking everything." His grandfather smiled. "Exactly," he said. "Now, slowly move it away from your face. Just a little at a time." Alex began to pull the glass away. At first, the smudge just got a bit smaller. But as he extended his arm, something magical happened. The blurry grey mess started to come into focus. He could see the world through the glass, now the green of the lawn, the vibrant colours of the flowers in his grandmother's garden, the blue of the sky, the imperfections in the glass. The little scratches and bubbles were still there, but they were no longer blocking his view. Instead, they became part of a much bigger, more beautiful picture. He lowered the glass, a look of wonder on his face. His grandfather's eyes twinkled. "Do you see, Alex?" he asked gently. "Our problems are a lot like that piece of glass. When you hold them right up to your face, when you let them consume your every thought, they block out everything else. They become your entire world, a big, blurry, overwhelming smudge that makes you feel trapped and hopeless." He continued. "All you can see is the problem. You can't see the solutions, you can't see the opportunities, and you certainly can't see the beauty that's still all around you. Your focus is so narrow, so fixated on the obstacle, that it feels impossible to overcome. You told me you felt trapped, surrounded by problems. That's exactly what it feels like when the glass is pressed against your eye. This is such a powerful metaphor, isn't it? Think about a time you were worried about something, a looming deadline, a difficult conversation, a financial stress. When we're in the thick of it, we tend to ruminate. We play the problem over and over in our minds. It says the first thing we think about when we wake up, and the last thing on our minds before we fall asleep. We are, in effect, holding that piece of glass right up to our eye. We're so zoomed in on the issue that we lose all sense of proportion. The problem expands to fill our entire field of vision. But what happens when we create some distance? What happens when, like Alex, we start to move the glass away? That's the lesson. The trick, his grandfather explained, is to learn how to hold your problems at arm's length. You don't ignore them. The glass is still there. You can still see it. You acknowledge it. But you give yourself enough space to see the whole picture. By creating that distance, we gain perspective. The problem, which once seemed all-consuming, is now just one part of a much larger landscape. We can see its actual size and shape. We can see the path that leads around it. We can see the resources we have, the people who can help us, and the other positive things in our lives that we'd completely forgotten about. Holding the problem at a distance allows our minds to breathe. It opens up space for creative thinking, for new ideas, and for solutions to emerge that were simply invisible before. Think about it. That failed test. At arm's length, it's not a final judgment of Alex's intelligence. It's a sign he might need a different study method or extra help. That argument with his friend, it's not the end of a friendship, but an opportunity to learn about communication and forgiveness. That missed shot, it's not a symbol of his failure as a player, but simply a single moment in a long journey of practice and improvement. From a distance, the problems didn't disappear, but they transformed from insurmountable walls into manageable hurdles. So, how do we practically apply this? How do we move that piece of glass away from our eye in our daily lives? It's about consciously creating mental and emotional distance. One way is through mindfulness or meditation, which trains your brain to observe thoughts without getting entangled in them. Another is to talk it out with a trusted friend, a family member, or a therapist. Simply verbalizing a problem can help you externalize it and see it more objectively. Writing it down in a journal can have the same effect. You're literally taking the problem from inside your head and putting it onto a page, creating that crucial distance. Sometimes it's as simple as changing your physical environment. Go for a walk in nature. Work on a different project. Engage in a hobby you love. Doing something completely unrelated to the problem gives your subconscious mind a chance to work on it in the background, often leading to those aha moments when a solution suddenly pops into your head. You're putting the glass down for a little while, and when you pick it back up, you're looking at it from a fresh, more resourceful state of mind. Alex sat on the porch, turning the piece of glass over in his hands. He looked at his grandfather, a genuine smile finally returning to his face. "Thanks, Grandpa," he said, and the words carried a new lightness. The problems of his day hadn't magically vanished, but their weight had lifted. They were no longer a suffocating blur, but simply objects in his view of objects he could now navigate. He understood that his power wasn't in making problems disappear, but in changing his relationship to them. The next time you feel overwhelmed, I want you to remember this story. Picture yourself holding that piece of glass. Is it pressed right up against your eye, blocking your view of the world? If it is, take a deep breath and consciously, intentionally begin to extend your arm. Give yourself space. Give yourself perspective. Acknowledge the problem, but refuse to let it be your entire reality. You'll be amazed at what you start to see when you do. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope this story offers you as much value as it has offered me. If you found this helpful, please give the video a thumbs up. And consider subscribing for more stories and insights on living a more mindful and fulfilling life. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments what S1 way you create distance from your problems. Let's share and learn from each other. Until next time, take care.